Gary, you're one of my subscribers. And yet, I'm very disappointed in you. The Frozen Ghost recently did a video in which I was featured in a roundabout way. And you had to comment. Now, what was it you said? Oh, let me read it. I knew you weren't that boniac, question mark, question mark, question mark. What the F indeed? Isn't that the reject from the End of Metropolis videos? Reject? Well, I've got something for you, Gary. You see, my anus rotted off years ago, so that's the equivalent of me spreading my butt cheeks and showing you the moon. Well, let's look at your channel, shall we? You're a 36-year-old product design specialist, and your interests and hobbies include art, drawing, painting, photography, web design, blogging, music, movies, Apple computers, iPods, writing, wood carving, running, YouTube, Star Wars, chatting, Stephen King, microbrew, comics, books, toy collecting, and sailing. Toy collecting, microbrew, running. I'd say you do a little more microbrewing and a little less running from the looks of things. Now, I looked at 2 of your videos, and I must say, I made a fairly good assessment from the very first time I looked at your page. But the first video I looked at was you in your office, and it said, Dare to be Stupid was the title. I have no idea what it was about, but in the video, I believe you're waiting for a work colleague, and behind you, there was a calendar with a picture of a young child on it. And I thought to myself, is that his child? Immediately I thought, no, couldn't be. It's probably a niece or a nephew. I'll bet any money you're a favorite uncle. And I would imagine that's probably the closest you ever get to the reproductive process. Well, so I then looked at another video of yours called A Little Sunshine. You're riding on your bicycle. Actually, you're just stopped by the lake. I assumed that you were there rather than pushed it. But anyway, just standing, showing the water to some people in Britain who hadn't had any sunshine. Very nice of you, giving the Brits some sun. But anyway, you're wearing a hat, a cycling helmet, and you even made fun of yourself. You must realize you have a rather large head. And there, you're wearing this helmet that was obviously way too tight. And the whole time I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, I bet you any money he's wearing a pair of those very tight cycling shorts. And I thought, maybe the camera will pan down and we'll see his mangina. Well, so my assessment is that you're a 36-year-old toy collecting, and I would assume from your name that those are probably Star Wars toys. Anakin 1814, don't know what the 1814 is, but yes, I'd assume you're a Star Wars fan. 36-year-old Star Wars fan who collects toys and comic books. And the thing that was missing from your list of interests was, glaringly obvious to me, was females. So, you have no female interests. Well, if you have interests, it's likely that You have nothing, no one to reciprocate your interests. Yes, so I'd assume from this it would be easier to assess who the reject is. Hmm?